This was a terrible decision.
Alright, there's a lot of movement going on in the background, and that's because today is a really big day for at least one of us here. And that's because we are doing our first overnight train in first class from Hue to Ninh Binh in the north of Vietnam. The reason it's such a big day, I mean, besides the fact that it's a really cool experience, I've never done first class. The last time I was here, I took a second class hard sleeper, is that Blaine has never been on a train before. And this will be Bree's first overnight train, and this will be my first class soft sleeper cabin. Online, we were able to book this through baolao.com, which is a really great website to look up Vietnamese trains. I would also recommend 1-2-Go Asia and Gecko routes. However, Baolao had some of the best options available, and they charge some of the lowest fees for the train system. So the soft sleeper is a soft sleeper, and it's first class because there are only 4 cabins, whereas the hard sleeper that I've stayed in personally was 6 bunks that you could sleep in. This time we reserved 3 of those 4. I'm really hoping that we got the whole thing to ourselves, and I cannot wait to give you guys a tour of the place and show you exactly what our first class experience is gonna look like. Did you push a button? No.
Rainy day in Hue.
Yep.
We have arrived safe and sound at the train station, and it is pretty small. Not too many people, but we are an hour early, so I'll give it some time, but so far so good. Blaine and I are on the hunt for some snacks for the train because we did not prep for this at all. We have no food, and we're not sure if they sell food on the train. So for our journey, we got cinnamon and sugar bananas, Lay's potato chips, sour cream and onion, regular, sour or spicy corn. We're not really sure what she said, but we'll find out. Well, she said sour a lot, I don't know. And then big bottle of water.
So they allowed us to come out to the track. Now we just wait. Hopefully the train's on time. Morale is high.
Wish we would have ate lunch before.
So we are coach 8, and the hardest part about boarding any train is finding your seats, especially in a foreign country. And it looks like we're under the sign for coach 3 and 4. So I think we gotta go for a walk. Update, Bree took off her bag. So I don't think we're going for a walk. I think we're gonna just wait till the train pulls in and see where we are.
Attention please. Train SE6 is about to arrive on track 1. Please stand away from track 1 for your own safety.
I'm banking on the train coming from this way so I can get some footage of it. See if I'm right. So these are hard sleepers, you can tell by the hard bed. So soft sleepers are all the way down here. Five, 6. I've lost my group.
Let's party! Home for the next 12 hours.
We have a neighbor up here. I think he's doing a smoke break.
Quick tour so far. We've got a nice little table that approximately one of us has the space to work on. We have our own little light if you want to be blinded in the eyes. A hook for what I assume to be your jacket, and a hook for maybe your towel and your coats.
That's actually a step for the person getting on the top bunk. That's what that is.
Ah, I just
The
touched
hook is right behind you.
I just touched that.
Or,
Oh!
oh, you okay?
And our our bathroom this evening. Quick little tour for you. We have a pretty small little room, but we have a window. We have toilet paper, which is very nice. I was not expecting that. Tiny sink with a soap bar I'm probably not going to use. I'm glad I brought sanitizer. Trash can. And the toilet's looking a little rough, especially if you're a woman like me, but we'll see what we can do. Smell in here is actually not that bad, which is very surprising given the, I think, amount of pee on the floor, but I think the window really helps with that, so it will do. And also on the outside of the bathroom, we have these tiny little sinks. We have a hand dryer, a sink. I think there's a for when you brush your teeth, when you decide to brush your teeth, soap bar, giant mirror, and then a trash can. Smell out here is not quite as good as the bathroom with the window, surprisingly.
I'm gonna make Bree's bed for her. So you're given a sheet and you can kind of see how this lady did it. I'm just gonna do that for her quickly. Top bunk also has their own power outlet, so don't feel like you have to book the bottom two to get your own. Although our outlet would be a death trap, or our charger would be a death trap. So last time I took one of these, it was from, oh man, where was it? It was from Nha Trang to Da Nang, and I did second class hard sleeper, and it was at nighttime. I think we took the train at 8 p.m. and we got in at 8 a.m. This one we're leaving at 1:51 and we're getting in basically at the same time, just 12 hours later. So it's actually a really cool experience for me because I actually get to see the countryside this time. At night, obviously you couldn't see anything, and we basically just sat on our phones and then passed out somehow. I'm actually really excited for this opportunity to be able to see some of the northern countryside. Well, as of now, I feel like I've run out of stuff to talk to you guys about, so we'll check in maybe every couple hours and let you know how it's going, if any cool new events occur, or if we're just bored out of our mind, which I feel like is most likely going to be the case. All right, I forgot one super important piece of information, and that's how much does this experience cost? So the bottom bunks are actually more expensive than the top one because you get a little more room. So the bottom bunks per person were $32.93 US, or 776,000 Vietnamese dong. For Blaine, who took the top bunk, it's 722,000 dong, or $30.64. Personally, they look like they have the exact same amount of room to me. I mean, it's a fixed width thing. Maybe headroom. Actually, we have less because he's got from up here to the top of the carriage. So you pay less and get more. I think maybe the issue is that you have to climb up. You can't like sit in this like we are. If he dangled his feet down, they'd be right in front of my face. Maybe that would be considered rude. So maybe that's the advantage. Also, I will say having the little table is probably the biggest benefit. Maybe that's really what you're paying for.
We should have gotten more chips. Gonna be a long 12 hours.
I always find it interesting how people handle long trips in foreign countries. So I'm what I call the fast traveler, and that's not because I move quickly, it's because I don't eat and I just drink water because I do not like using toilets that aren't my quote-unquote own, as much as they can be your own when you travel.
And I'm the comfort eater, and I don't care what bathroom I have to use as long as I get to eat.
William, what kind of traveler are you?
A flexible traveler. I'll do whatever I gotta do to make myself comfortable. If that makes sense.
I think that got a little racy there, and I'm not sure, so we're gonna end it right here. We are at hour 3. It's rainy and kind of gray outside. Our bunkmate was sleeping, just went to the bathroom, so I figured it'd be a good time to give you guys an update without keeping her awake or waking her up. It's boring. I'm watching a lot of anime. I don't know what Blaine's doing up there. I think Bree's gonna start editing here in a minute, and I'm still going with my fasting traveler strategy.
I watched Purple Hearts on Netflix. Actually, I'm not quite done with it. It's a long movie, but check out this media setup. Just put my phone in here, and then I put my face here, and I just angle it down. It's pretty sweet. And I'm going with the I'm starving method until we all are starving as a group and go to the food cart where we can get noodles in a cup. But I'll wait it out. It's okay. I'll be okay.
I just finished 2 episodes of How to Be a Tyrant.
You hungry?
No.
See you at hour 6. So Cart just came by with hot food, so Blaine and I decided to give it a shot. Jeff is going to opt out, but we got hot rice, cabbage, I think pork, and then I have no idea what this is. So we'll see how it is. Thank you. It'll do.
It is 1:42 a.m. and this trip is coming to a close. We should pull in about 15 minutes and then we'll have to find a taxi and get to our hotel and get some much needed, well-deserved sleep.
This was a terrible decision. Of course, there's nobody here on the platform except for one taxi driver, so I guess we're in luck. I have a feeling we're about to get screwed.
So we made it. So we've obviously made it. We are extremely tired. The guy was super nice. He stayed awake to let us in. There were like 3 taxi guys that were just waiting at the train station. It was 90,000 dong, which is pretty expensive considering it was only a 2-mile journey, but they kind of have you by the balls, so to speak. Hope you enjoyed our first class train trip in Vietnam.